What's up? It's Saturday morning, the 22nd of August. You know, days don't seem long, and yet they can be kind of lazy at times. But then, overall, it seems like the days just melt away. I want to go ahead, first off, and just say thanks, Gary. Hey, Gary Schwartz. Since I've been doing these videos and connecting with people through music, there's like a group of people who I've never met who genuinely I feel a genuine kind of a connection with in a Dereck way, because I can be connected with people and not talk to you for a long time, months, even years, but still feel like you're part of my crew. And people like Dave Newhouse, Carla Diretz, Brett Harold Hart, Mark Stanley, Guy Siggers. These folks come to mind right away. If I don't think of you, it's not because I'm not thinking about you, but Gary Schwartz is another one of those folks who feel like part of my tribe, even though I haven't met them. It feels like we do have a friendship. And Gary is a musician, a drummer, who had a band called the United States of Existence. And what it was the band, I think Gary's about my age, maybe a little younger, but it was a band coming out of the 70s going into the 80s, but what these guys were doing the 60s sound. The Farfisa organ, the big teen sound of the 60s. I think of bands like the Shadows of Night and the band that did Psychotic Reaction and stuff like that. Anyway, the United States of Existence, this came out years ago on Bam Caruso, a wonderful label. And Gary sent me a copy. But recently, Gary had the great honor, I think it's an honor, that his band's album, The United States of Existence, was reissued again on the Guerson label out of Spain. What an honor. Check out that picture. Gary's the drummer in the band. They really did go for an authentic feel and look, and they got it, of the 60s sound. Also bands like the Association, who they actually worked with. They got the Association members to record with them. Some of you folks who are collectors know that this is everything that I have on the Guerson label is quality. And if I can just, for example, another one that's on the Guerson label is this album, July, the band that became Jade Warrior. And originals of this are very expensive and very collectible. And this is on the Guerson label as well. That's a high honor, Gary, that your band's been put out. And rightly so. The sound of the band is very authentic. It's got the swirling keyboard sound, the up-tempo, kicking it kind of songs and beats. And then the other thing about it is that these guys sound, I know they're older than teens, but they sound like excited teenagers. They really get the gist of the music. So I can see how this has been reissued a few times, and just recently, like I said, on this excellent label, Guerson. So I just wanted to say congratulations to you, Gary, and if anyone is interested in this sound, this is a definite a recommendation. And here's the other version of it on Bam Caruso. I like this cover that's so 60s. I can't think of the record that it's making me think of, but that's like another record where the cover is just like that. Gary had also sent me this single. He sent me a couple of them, so I gave one away a while back, but the single he made called I Really Like You. Is this on blue vinyl? Yeah, blue vinyl. Gary just really comes across as a really friendly person, a genuinely good dude, and as simple as the drumming is for this music, I can hear Gary's talent in his drumming. You know, the way he's hitting this beat. It's righteous. So I just want to just give a big, solid shout out, thumbs up, thank you to Gary Schwartz for sending me a copy. And I encourage you folks that are interested in this sort of thing, grab a copy. Look this up. United States of Existence. All right. Other news, though, right quick, before I forget, is I have released a new album digitally on Bandcamp called DHX, which is the Dereck Higgins Experience. I had started to perform under DHX a couple of years ago, solo. Well, actually, I put together a band, but couldn't keep it together because the folks who agreed to be in the band were also in other bands and too busy. But this new one is 11 tracks. The stuff that I'm doing now, that I've been presenting in my these remote concerts I've done recently, and the one I'm doing next week, the bulk of the set that I'm doing next week is on this new CD. I'll leave the link. Gary, thank you. Gary Schwartz has already bought a copy. It's like he buys my music. I never asked him. He really likes what I do. And I like what you do, Gary. I mean, like I said, I don't bullshit, you know. It has that authentic feel. It does. It's pretty good. That's going on. I also want to try to remember this. I want to shout out to all the people down in Brazil who watch. Renee, you've been with me for a while, but I hear from other folks. And so I just want to say much love, respect, and solidarity to all of you folks down in Brazil. I've never been there, but I love the music of Brazil. I don't have anything recent. Here's, you all know who Marcos Valle is, Vento Sul. This is a reissue, but what an amazing, fantastic album. I love Brazilian music and have a fair amount, but could use a lot more, you know. A lot of the major stars that you know about, Caetano Veloso, Gal Costa, Maria Bethânia, Chico Buarque, Os Mutantes, who I've met. The Mutantes, I've met them. And then sometimes I get countries mixed up. Sometimes I'll mention someone and it turns out they're from Argentina, like, is it Alceu Valença? Is he Argentinian or is he Brazilian? But much love to people of Brazil. I know that they're going through it with COVID down there. It's really spiked down there. And it's just, you know, to me, it's just a shame, the divide between the rich and the poor and how stark it is, especially in a place like Brazil. Well, everywhere. It's a sin. Right quick, I was pulling this and decided to play it. Mars Volta Octahedron. This band was strange band. That's why I put them, you know. Still don't have any idea what the words are about, but the music can go from being kind of bluesy to be just being really manic and like people are losing their minds. Interesting thing I found out this morning, though, from posting this on Facebook, because I do enjoy posting records. I mainly like to post records, not to start conversations, but just to post them and see what people think. I had some people years ago get mad at me because they said, "Why don't you say something? You're just posting records. You don't say nothing." Because I just want to post the records and look at them and look at your records. But anyway, when I get on this morning on Facebook and kind of check on, you know, posts since I've been in bed, Curly Martin is an older musician here from Omaha. His son is Terrace Martin. Now, you know who Terrace Martin is. He's a well-known producer, musician who's worked with everyone. I forget the name of his latest band, Citizens something. But he's worked with Kendrick Lamar, you name it, Herbie Hancock. Terrace Martin is Curly Martin's son, okay? And Curly is a friend of mine. And Curly left me a message this morning that the drummer who died, who was in Mars Volta, a black guy, I forget his name, but it turns out that that was a friend of Curly's. How about that? I love my circle of friends. I'm not going to stay on much longer because 10 minutes takes 2 hours, okay? United States of Existence, my new release, which I'm calling attention to. Go and listen to it, buy it. And, man, I've got a bunch more music here, but I would be on here for an hour easily. Stay well, folks. The RNC is coming up, and I just want to give you fair warning. I'm going to be talking about the Republicans. You know, I just want to shed some light regarding human behavior and double standards and how it's unconscionable and it's not cool what we're dealing with when it comes to the politics, in particular the Republican Party. I'm going to be talking about it because they're not cool. And they make excuses, and it ain't cool what they're up to, okay? Not at all. No excuses. You can come here and talk some shit, but those people are wrong. Democrats too, but the Republicans real bad. I'll point it out to you real stark, okay?